my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, the Friday edition. And the next edition of the Kamers Makers Markets will once again bring the finest handcrafted wares displaying exceptional craftsmanship for admirers to marvel and buy. And this time it's at the St. David's Marist Inanda in Sandton from the 25th till the 29th of April. And joining us to give us a taste of what to expect are the project managers of Kamers Makers. It's Helene Rousseau, along with two of the makers who will be visiting Melissa Diedrichs, owner of the Kali Leather Apparel, and Andile Mdakane, the founder of Mag Urban African Accessories. Ladies, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Guys, I hope you guys are excited as I am for Kamers Makers. And Helene, I'm going to ask you the first question. Why was it so important for you to create this platform, and how is Mzansi Makers NGO also fit into this year's project?
No, of course, you know, there's lots of people making beautiful things in South Africa. There's such a lot of creativity, and we just realized that's how Kamers started 16 years ago. And we have to give them this platform, because it's easy to create things, but how do you get it out there to the public to see them? So that's what we do. Yeah. And then obviously with Mzansi, we just went a step further, and we've gone into the community and we've linked with people and we've trained them certain skills, which will also be available at the show. And we've also some other programs we've linked with, and we've got their products also showcasing at the show.
That's absolutely amazing. Now, Melissa, your brand Kali, it started out of frustration where you couldn't find, you know, good quality shoes for people that are petite. Yes. Now, for you, you know, how has you know, making your own product transformed things for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's transformed things a lot. If you've ever tried, or anyone out there's tried to shop for size 2 shoes in the adult section, you would understand my frustration.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that if you have a problem, you solve it.
Okay.
And that was the inspiration behind Kali and the inspiration behind the business. And then in terms of the quality aspect, that's a big portion of what Kali stands for. So from a product perspective as well as a service perspective. And as an example, our Oxford, which will launch next week at Kamers Joburg, takes our shoemaker a full day to make one pair.
Sure.
And I personally check every single pair of shoes before it goes out, and if it's not good, we redo it and we don't sell it. And we have lots of lucky friends and family who get the tainted pairs for a discounted price, because we don't waste as well. So yeah, it really has changed the way I shop.
Yeah.
Because it really was a real problem. And it's been nice to meet lots of other people actually with the same petite-sized feet problems, and it's been nice to fill that gap. So yeah, petite-sized ladies, there's hope.
There is hope indeed, and that's what's wonderful about this, because we discover all these hidden talents and these beautiful products. And Andile, I mean, we're looking at your accessories. They come in different shapes and they have different meanings, and you've also covered them in, is it isishweshwe?
Yes.
Yes. Why have you decided to cover it in sweshwe?
So basically all the Meg accessories designs are based on ancient African symbols. Mm-hmm. So each single shape is a symbol that was used many years ago, and the whole concept was to bring back the symbols to life in a way that is not cumbersome, such as researching, but if you're wearing a symbol, then that's one way of knowing about it. And it was important to cover it in isishweshwe because of the story, my story, my grandmother's story, my village's story, and everyone, you know, dressed up in different colors, shweshwe pride. And so that's why it was important for me to cover them in isishweshwe. And I also use perspex, which is very light, because I was also resolving my own issue of loving big earrings, but them being too heavy. Like after an hour, I would have to remove them. So I use perspex, and it's super light, super light.
Well, I love it, and I'm seeing you wearing the accessories, so
yes.
It looks amazing. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. And we will have more with Kamers Makers a little bit later. But if you want to catch all of the amazing, you know, handcrafted, passionately made, proudly South African products, do not miss out. It's taking place next week. That's the 25th to the 29th of April. It's at the St. David's Marist Inanda. That's in Sandton. And pre-sold tickets are available for 60 Rand, and 90 Rand can get you in at the gates. But for more information, head on over to kamers.co.za for more information.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I hope you've refilled those coffee cups. Now, earlier we saw some of the exquisite handmade crafts that will be up for show and for sale next week at Kamers Makers Market, taking place the 25th to the 29th of April at the St. David's Marist in Inanda, and that's in Sandton. Now, right now, we're jumping into a demo presented by Louisa Rademan, co-founder and product developer of O'Leaf Natural Products, which makes natural body products that do not harm your skin or the environment. Louisa, great to have you on Expresso.
Thank you, it's great to be here.
Well, let's talk about O'Leaf Natural Products. I mean, where did this baby start, like this project start for you?
Well, O'Leaf started about 7 years ago, and it was literally a gift of love. My sister had her first baby, and I made her a gift, which was the bum cream.
Okay.
And it was literally just, I went to the kitchen cupboard. I've always been exploring and experimenting with products. And I made her a gift, and then from there on we've realized that she really enjoys the product, her friends and family and other mothers also enjoy the product, and then O'Leaf started.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And how do you manage to keep your products 100% natural?
It is quite a challenge. We are certified by the Soil Association, which is a Cosmos standard. It's a European regulating body, and they check all our raw ingredients for us, and we make sure that we source 100% certified natural organic products from farmers. So we spend a lot of time actually sourcing raw ingredients and making sure that the product is pure and good for you.
That's amazing. And what are some of the product types that you offer? Because you mentioned that there's something for baby. Who else can use the product?
Yeah, so we've actually got 3 ranges, which is quite nice. We've got the baby range specifically for babies, and then an adult range to treat yourself. We started with the baby range, but then the moms and the sisters and the aunts started asking for products for themselves. And then after the adult range, we did the 100% natural sun care range, which was one of the very first in South Africa where it doesn't have any chemical filters, so it's a pure natural base. So we've got 3 very nice ranges.
That's very exciting. So you will be doing a few demos at Kamers Makers. Are you going to show us a little something of what to expect next week?
Yes, so at Kamers, we started an exclusive range at Kamers, which is our DIY range. You can come to the O'Leaf stand and you can make your own body scrub, you can make your own body oil. We present you with the good organic ingredients, and you choose and you mix and you make, and you personalize it. So you choose your scent, you choose the oils that you like.
Okay.
And we basically stand there and prepare your product for you.
And guide you through it.
Yes.
So let's see, what did you bring along? Are you able to quickly put something together for us?
I've chosen some of my favorite oils.
Yeah.
I've chosen organic apricot kernel oil, olive oil, which is the O'Leaf's favorite oil. That's where our name comes from. I've got avocado pear oil, and then I chose 3 essential oils, which is Roman chamomile, rose geranium and clary sage, which is very nice soothing and balancing oils. And then basically what you do is I'll just mix them together. You choose the ratios of the oils you want. You can always research which properties of the oil you want more in your body oil. And you basically just blend the oils together.
There we go.
And then the scent is quite the fun part, because that basically, even though the oil has got all the nutrition, the scent's also got aromatherapy properties, but that gives that special personal scent to the product.
Yes.
And then you just basically, you always just add a few drops because they're in a concentrate.
Yeah.
And your carrier oil will be your more heavier base.
Less is
product.
definitely
Yes.
more in this case.
Yeah, so then you basically just make sure it's all blended and mixed up. And then you pour it into any container. Either you can come to Kamers and we specially make it for you, or at home you can recycle any jar that you've got. You pour the oil in, and then you've got like a very nice oil.
Oh,
you wanna try
amazing.
some?
I'm going to try some. There we go. And Louisa, you will be doing these demonstrations
Yes,
at
yeah.
Kamers. Thank you so much for joining us and showing us. Oh, my word, it smells
nice.
amazing. Okay, I'm going to keep this on my hands. And make sure you do not miss out on the country's biggest celebration of handcrafted, passionately made, proudly South African products. It's taking place next week from the 25th to the 29th of April at the St. David's Marist in Inanda, that's in Sandton. Now, pre-sold tickets are available for 60 Rand, and 90 Rand gets you in at the door. But head on over to the website kamers.co.za for more information.